EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Check smash. Here we go. Set.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crocker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready!
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get it together. Good to do. We got this. Ready? Hot 7.
They run with Thomas. The 20. 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brian Thomas with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to McConkey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well-designed, and it's a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
The rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Richards finds Gibbs on the check down. And out of bounds right around the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2nd and 3. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it?
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Here as he's taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Get it!
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Motion. Ready.
Now it's Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get... there anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing to start the drive. Richards. And that is incomplete. No, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one finds McConkey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, I'm likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Richards. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14. Broncos 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At their own 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Crocker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lopez. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves.
On the ground, it's Thomas. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Crocker. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Richards. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Richards. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Richards. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He gets it to Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
They'll run on first down. It's Morrison. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. On play action, here's Nix. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Scorton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Richards. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seed. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Oh, my God. Bombers.
Back to throw. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
It's the score. Broncos 28, Chargers 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got a man. That's Ayuk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On third down, Crocker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Brian Thomas, 40 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Real quick, 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on the rim, 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick.
A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Chargers 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw again. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Hold on a sec. Hey, huddle. Kill.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crocker. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen in 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Okay, ready?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Back to throw. Richards. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking,
This is Thomas. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On 1st down, Crocker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready?
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers. Joe. Olay.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Richards. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Complete to Johnston here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
16 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brian Thomas, 64 yards. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
45. Chargers 28.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game.